It started at 3 a.m. with a phone call I should never have answered. The strange part is, my phone showed a number that didn't exist. And when I picked up, I heard my own voice, begging for help. My name is Daniel. I live alone in a small apartment in the city. Nothing ever happens here. My life is normal. Work, sleep, repeat. At least, it used to be normal. That night, I went to bed late after finishing some work. Everything was quiet, the kind of quiet that makes you feel safe. My phone was beside me on the table. I remember thinking I should turn it off, but I didn't. At exactly 3 a.m., it rang, one loud vibration, then another. I opened my eyes slowly, confused and annoyed. "Who calls at this time?" I whispered. I looked at the screen. No contact name, just a number. I frowned. That's not real. For a moment, I thought it was a glitch. Maybe spam, maybe a prank. But something about it felt wrong. I hesitated, then answered. "Hello." Silence, only breathing. Slow, heavy, right into my ear. I pulled the phone slightly away. "Who is this?" Then I heard it, a voice, my voice. "Don't sleep." I froze completely. That was me, my exact voice. But I wasn't speaking. I sat up instantly, heart pounding. "This isn't funny. Who is this?" The voice came again, shaking, like it was afraid. "They are coming. Don't open the door." My blood turned cold. I stood up. "This has to be a recording," I said to myself. Then suddenly, the call ended. Silence. I stared at my phone. My hands were shaking slightly. I tried to laugh it off. "Okay, just a weird spam call." I placed the phone down and tried to go back to sleep. But then, the screen lit up again. A message appeared. No number, no sender, just words. "Look at your door." I stopped breathing, slowly. I turned my head toward the bedroom door. It was closed, perfectly still. I told myself it was just a prank message. Some hacker, some joke. But then, knock. One slow knock from the door. I sat up completely now. My heart was pounding so loud I could hear it in my ears. "Hello?" I said quietly. No answer. Then another knock. Harder this time. I grabbed my phone and turned on the flashlight. My hands were shaking uncontrollably. I stood up and slowly walked toward the door. Each step felt heavier than the last. The room suddenly felt colder. The knocking stopped. I stood right in front of the door. Complete silence. I leaned slightly forward, looked at the bottom gap of the door. Nothing, just darkness. I reached for the handle. Then, my phone rang again. Same number. I hesitated, then answered. Immediately. My own voice screamed, "Don't open it!" I froze. My hand stayed on the door handle. Then I heard something behind the door. A dragging sound, slow, like something moving on its knees. Then a whisper. Soft, close. "Daniel." My phone slipped from my hand and hit the floor. The call stayed active. But now the voice changed. It was no longer mine. It was deeper, calm, unnatural. "It already knows you." The door handle started moving. Slowly. Left, right, left, right. Testing the lock. I stepped backward. My breathing became faster. "Who are you?" I shouted. No answer. Just the sound of nails scratching wood. Then, the lock clicked. The door opened slightly, just a few centimeters. Darkness filled the gap. And then I saw it. Not a person, not a face, just eyes. Too many eyes, blinking at once. From the darkness. Watching me, studying me. The phone on the floor whispered again. "You answered, so it can come in." The door opened wider. The lights in my apartment flickered. Once, twice, then went out completely. I was standing in total darkness. But I could still hear it, breathing, right in front of me. Slow, patient, alive. And then, a voice whispered directly beside my ear. "I've been calling you for a long time." Final end. The last thing I remember is the feeling of something stepping into my room. And after that, silence. But even now, some nights, my phone still rings at 3 a.m. And sometimes I see my own number calling me.